Hey again, everyone. It's me, Marcus. I'm back with some more music. Today, I'm coming back to Highly Suspect because I haven't listened to Highly Suspect on here in a while, and there's still a lot of there is still a lot of their music out there that I have actually never heard. And so this is one of those. This is their song "Mom." I'm assuming about a dude's mom. Yeah, I've heard this album front to back one time, and that one time was when I was in the gym on the treadmill specifically. I remember it, and I was like, I like a couple of these songs. I'm gonna give it a full listen through, and I don't remember this song at all. So this is practically a fresh reaction here. I figured I'd just throw out the disclaimer. I have heard it before, once on a treadmill, not really paying attention. I can guarantee you that much. So because I was probably thinking about how much I hate running. So, which is true, by the way. I hate running. I hate running for no purpose. I like playing basketball. I love sports. I just don't like running, like when I'm not doing those things. So anyway, tangent. Sorry, it happens sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, I've heard the song before, but I don't remember anything about it. So this is a fresh listen, practically, and I love me some Highly Suspect. They have quickly become kind of a go-to of mine when I'm feeling like some music. If I guess you could call that a favorite. So I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what they've got for me today on their song "Mom." I know this is from one of their older albums. MCID is definitely much more of a rap, hip-hop, rock infusion sort of album, whereas this album was much more rock-oriented. So looking forward to it. Let's go. I'll stop talking. I promise. Let's play.
It's me, your oldest son. Not the one who still believes that one day you won't be on the run.
Damn.
I won't take too much time from you. I just wanted to tell you I'm alive and doing fine. So how are you? Left me out for dead when I was only one. I won't take up too much time. I just wanted to tell you I'm alive and doing fine. I'm not looking for your money or even a hug. I've never known your love. Never known your love. And I don't want your love.
I like that one a lot. Holy shit. Can't believe I don't remember that from my one listen through of this album. But I gotta say, as far as like my initial off the top reaction, love the blues sound that they were going for. The guitar, man, I really enjoyed that. The like when he would say like something, "Mom, I don't deserve your love," or whatever the fuck he was saying. Not that I'm dismissing the lyrics, but whenever he would he would pause and then it would like dun dun dun, and then they were like floors with like a little guitar solo. It was real nice. And speaking of guitar solos, I really enjoyed the guitar solos in this one. Like, I felt like I could go to like I feel like if I went to like a dive bar somewhere, this is a song that would easily be playing. The band would be playing this song up on the stage in some dive bar. Love that feel about it. Definitely a very bluesy song for a very bluesy subject matter. I'll give them that much for sure. So let's look at the lyrics here. Do I have them pulled up yet? I don't. Here they are. Says, "Hey mama, it's me, your oldest son, not the one who still believes that one day you won't be on the run. And I won't take too much time from you. I just wanted to tell you I'm alive and doing fine. So how are you?" So, yeah, obviously his mom has abandoned him, right? And abandoned him when he was quite young. And he's not holding out a hope that she's ever gonna not abandon him. You know what I mean? Like, it reminds me of that episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where Will's dad comes back and he's like, "Oh, my dad's gonna do all this stuff with me. We're gonna do all this stuff together." And then of course his dad leaves at the end again, like he always has. I think he's saying here, like, that's not gonna be me. I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm never gonna think that you're not on the run. I know that's your life. But I like when he says, "Just wanted to tell you I'm alive and doing fine. How are you?" To me, it seemed a little cocky at first. Like, "Oh, I'm doing great. How's your life going?" Right? I'm the one who made it out, basically. "Hey, mama, it's me, your oldest son. You kissed me on the head and left me out for dead when I was only 1. I won't take up too much time. I just wanted to tell you I'm alive and doing fine. I'm not looking for your money or even a hug." So, like, I don't need you. I just literally want to tell you I'm doing great. I'm doing fine. Yeah, fuck you. You had no hand in raising me. You left me alone when I was 1. "I've never known your love. I've never known your love, and I don't want your love. I don't need your love. Because I'm doing fine here, the best that I can. I stand on my own. I stand alone, and I stand like a man. Maybe you didn't care, but that's okay. There's always tomorrow, always some other day." And I feel like maybe what he's saying here, because again, at the beginning he says that he doesn't need her love, or he doesn't need any of that stuff. But I think what he's saying here is that, like, maybe that's an excuse he had heard before. There's always tomorrow, there's always another day. I think he's kind of writing that off. I don't think he's saying, like, "Oh, maybe we'll connect another day." I think he's using that to kind of say that, yeah, I know it's never going to happen. So, yeah, I've never known your love, and I don't want your love, and I don't need your love. I don't want your love. So, again, straight up just be like, "Mom, you weren't ever there for me. Fuck you. I'm just wanting to let you know I'm doing great." And I always wonder, so one thing I talked about with my girlfriend one time, we were listening to Everclear's "Father of Mine," and this has the same tone to it for sure, about parents who weren't there for you. But I remember we were talking, and she was like, "You ever wonder if the dad looks back, or in this case the mom looks back and thinks, 'Hey, wow, my child made it, and I'm a piece of shit.'" Like we talked about that when we were listening to Everclear, and yeah, it makes you wonder. Like, it makes you wonder how that parent feels knowing their child did just fine, maybe even better than they would have without them. That now their child is like some rock star, and they're, I don't know, probably nothing. Very interesting to think about. Unfortunately, something that I cannot relate to necessarily, just because I say unfortunately. I don't necessarily relate on a personal level to songs like these, because I have 2 wonderful parents who are very much in love and who have been together and both raised me, all that good stuff. Not to like flex or brag or anything like that, but on the other hand, my girlfriend's dad was like never there after like age 10 or whatever. So she can relate to stuff like this a little bit more personally, on a personal level, than I can. And I know many people can relate to this on a personal level, that they have to reconcile the idea that their parent didn't want them, or what have you, or what wasn't able to raise them for whatever reason, or just didn't want to raise them for whatever reason. So definitely feel for people like that. That's a lot of my students, honestly. A lot of my students, I've taught almost a different student each year who lives with their grandparents. Mother and father are either in jail, they're on the run, or whatever else. I teach a very underprivileged community, and it's very rare that you see a student raised by two parents, and even more rare to teach a student raised by their biological parents. Oddly enough, just the thing that happens around here. So definitely feel for people who have to go through stuff like that. But anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about this now. It's kind of depressing. But yeah, I enjoyed the song lyrically. It very emotional, very bluesy, like I said. But I think it was handled well, and it's kind of just a big hey, I'm okay without you, which I like. I like the empowerment side of it. So lyrically, 2 thumbs up. I think for me, instrumentally and vocally is truly, truly where this one shines. And I feel like Highly Suspect always does really well on the instrumental and the vocal side. I really love their singer. He sort of has, I've always said he sort of has this dirtbag sound to him. I don't know if that makes sense. He sounds like a dirtbag, but I love it. It's a good sound that I love, and it really lends well to their music, honestly. But yeah, his voice sounds great. I think he even was able to put in some sort of bluesy edge. And there were a couple times where I was like, damn, he's singing the blues. I really did feel like he had that edge to him in his voice. As far as the instrumentation goes, hey, there were some bass parts in there that really stood out to me that I really liked, just because I think they were kind of forefront in some of the arrangement there. The drums were solid. I think the guitar, of course, is where the song really shined. There were a lot of really bluesy guitar parts. I loved the guitar solos. This was just really a very enjoyable song to listen to as far as guitar went. And again, I think that bluesy guitar is why I said, hey, I could totally see this playing at some bar somewhere. Even though, again, it's a little dark, it's bluesy enough where I'd totally be down to listen to it if I were in a bar for whatever reason. But yeah, really enjoyed the guitar in it. I like that they threw in a little bit of a couple flourishes here and there. I guess sort of a mini guitar solo after Johnny would finish singing in part, and I really like when they do that. And that's to me, that's a very blues thing to do as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed the instrumentation and the vocals. And there were parts where Johnny just let it fly, man. He would almost belt out those lyrics, and yeah, his voice was really good in this one. 2 thumbs up on that front. And then, of course, lastly, the re-listen factor. I wish this is basically a clean reaction for me, because that one time that I heard it on the treadmill, that one time doesn't count, because I don't remember that at all, minus actually having listened to it. But yeah, it's definitely on the playlist. This is definitely going on the playlist. I really enjoyed this one. Can't wait to listen to it again. That blues guitar is going to keep me coming back. You see, for a lot of my songs, I mentioned that there's not really anything that stands out instrumentally that's going to make me come back and want to listen to it just on an instrumental aspect. But this is one of those songs that breaks that mold. This is definitely one of those songs that I could see myself listening to just to hear that guitar again. Those guitar solos were really, really nice. So yeah, this one has some good replay value. 2 thumbs up there as well. And it definitely gives me some insight into some of the lyrics on MCID, because I'm very new with this band, and I'm still learning kind of a lot of the lore, I guess, behind it. So yeah, hey, really enjoyed this one. So if you did too, please go support the artist, listen to their music wherever you can. One place you can definitely check them out is going to be in the Spotify playlist down in the description. I've been putting every single song on that playlist that I review on this channel, so you'll see this one there. Maybe even before I upload this video. Hey, if you have been listening to this album, you're welcome. Anyway, if you want to support me, all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like, subscribe, etc., etc., etc. And that's it for me for now. I will see y'all next time in the next review. Keep them coming. Bye.